to empty the car out so that I can roll it into the yard and pressure wash all this accumulated dust and grime. So the trunk lid for the moment is over there. Don't know where it's going. I think the glass, which is here and underneath there, is going to go up on shelves up in the rafters. The doors are going into the basement. So let's move the glass and the doors and see what's left. It's able to get all the glass up in there. The wing windows are under the windshield. The passenger and driver door glass is right there, and the rear glass is right there. So what am I left? All right, that, like I said, is going to the basement. I guess that can go to the basement. It doesn't take up much room. It just leans against the wall. I've got those grill pieces that it'd be nice to find a home for, which may be up in the rafters. The console needs a home. I'm kind of running out of rafter space up on this end. We'll see. Maybe I can sneak something in kind of down at this end. All right. So onward and forward. So I kept walking around these. I need to, the upper and lower front fascia pieces and the scuttle, top grill, base of windshield, whatever. They're pretty flat. I'm hoping I can get them up and over top back there. So up on top, we have the upper grill piece, console, scuttle, lower grill piece. I think I can nest the two main grill pieces kind of up and around the seats back up in there. Got the top of the windshield trim, and I've got the, I believe it's the rear of the opening of the convertible. I believe it's the piece that runs there. It doesn't look right. I don't know. Anyway, long stainless is going to go up on top with what I just put up there. I've got a box of all the other stainless, interior and exterior. Get to push out a ding there. And what's left? I've got some of those pieces there. We'll probably stick in the box with the stainless. Then, like I said, these two will go up in there. Underneath the fenders in the rafters, there was space, so I used it. Those are all the longer stainless pieces. The rear tail panel, the spare rear tail panel, and then over here are the fender openings, wheel well openings, all four of them. Makes that box less full. The last loose pieces for the car. Windshield frame pieces, taillight extensions. We've got plastic footwell pieces, a piece of the HVAC, the long duct piece for the HVAC, the armrests for the rear seat, and some assorted panels. Not sure where they go. So we'll work to find homes for these now. So to document where things went, up in there are the duct pieces, the long one and the shorter one, as well as the footwell plastic plates. I dropped those block off plates, the 3 of them in that black box, and the armrests are, well, you can't really see them, but trust me, they're back up in with the seats. Okay, I think we can call it empty. Move on to putting the front tires on, getting it off the jack stands. So the reason for rolling it out of the garage is to clean the firewall as best I can to see if I'm willing to live with the paint, the condition it's in, as opposed to tearing everything off the firewall and repainting it. I painted it, oh, I don't even want to know how many years ago, 40 years ago? Something like that. And of course, it hasn't been on the road much in that time. I've sprayed it down with engine degreaser as a start. I'll go at it with the detail brushes here, trying to get loose stuff off, and then hose it down, and then go at it with purple power. I don't know. Touch up, maybe? Wish I could get rid of all this air conditioning stuff. I guess I should leave it. This car came originally with air conditioning, and I don't know why. Anyway, cleaned out the inside too. Drilled some holes for drainage in those wells, foot wells. I think when I get the back end up on the wheel dollies, that water will drain through that drain hole up front there. Alright, back into the garage. Now that the power steering pump is loose from the steering box, I can check and make sure that this bracket that I bought, which I'm a little suspect, not exactly like the one that was in there, whose pieces are here, but we'll see. Maybe it will still do what it needs to do. So let me present it to the engine and see if bolt holes line up. Unfortunately, that is not going to work. In addition to looking nothing like mine, and I think I'm going to take mine and get it welded. It also, there's not even an option in 65 for that kind of, and this is 64, I think. I just don't think it'll work. It looks closer to the 68, 69. By the way, this is out of Pontiac GTO Restoration Guide. So the way that kind of goes more vertical, and this one is, okay, when I say this, I mean that slot for the adjustment of the power steering pump is more horizontal. This one's more vertical. I can't get that piece, which normally mounts to, let's see, these two there and there and there. There's nothing on this one to mount that bracket, and this bracket's entirely different. So yeah, like I said, I'll remove that and take that to a reputable welder and get them to get them to weld an aluminum die cast part for me. Hopefully it's strong enough. So back to the windshield frame. and chipped away as much as I could, chiseled away, and now we're gonna start going at it. I've done some wire wheel on my angle grinder. Lo and behold, yeah, I found some rust through there and some there. I haven't gotten all the way past the middle. There's some rust damage here, so we'll get the welder out, get a little filler out, smooth it over, sand it. That's not a hole, that's actually missed paint. I haven't wire brushed off yet. So I'll get that in front of me. So I got the welder out, plug some of those holes by putting this copper back behind it and then laying down some puddles and then grinding them flat with a flapper disc, and then gone through and finished them off with some Bondo, and that included hitting some of the spots in the right through here where there's a little bit of pitting. Hopefully I've got it all. I may go and put a little bit more while the Bondo's still soft. Some work accomplished. Had Henry over and he cleaned and scraped a lot of this area. We sanded it, and I went ahead and used this direct to metal 415 top coat, and wherever I could reach with a brush, got black paint. So well, wherever I could reach down in there. Outside here, I limited myself to coming up shy of the window frame and also running along that body line right there, and then coming down the edge. I'll mask back against that, and this whole area here will get finished wire brushed and cleaned up to that line, and then the whole window frame will all get epoxy primered, gray primered, and then sanded for body color, or in the case of the dash, that'll get like a satin black, and then shiny black down in there. Yeah, but this door jamb, kind of door well, will all get body color. That up to that line will be body color back, etc. So I've started to mask off where the epoxy primer was on my previous work and down low, and this will get wire brushed, cleaned, and then masked back into there some. Same thing on that side. So, movement again. An update. I just spent, I guess, an hour or so drilling and tapping out that threaded nut plate for the fender over there. Finally got it. Thank goodness. Going back to here, I'm going to sand in and around here. Everything from this line here out, I'm going to paint body color. Everything inboard will get painted black or white, depending upon, just depending upon where I happen to be shooting. I need to order a set of hex sockets so that I can get this out of there. In other words, it's a socket that has a hex on the end that fits into a socket wrench.